Well, good morning, folks. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend and are ready to tackle the week. I just wanted to pop on for a quick update this morning as there will not be a full episode. It seems that the flu bug has bitten me. My life has been a series of terrible body functions for the past couple of days. Although I was well enough to attend worship services yesterday morning, I did not have the energy to put into producing a full show for this morning. Excuse me. Prior to getting sick, I was able to visit some residents last week in my community to get signatures for my petition. I also attended one of the twice monthly men's breakfast meetings for the men's ministry at my church. A little bit of iron sharpening iron. One of the men there in the groups that's a regular listener to my podcast, and for which I'm extremely grateful. Anyway, he asked me if I had hired a food taster yet. It's kind of funny because that's a reference to the time where people in leadership positions had their food sampled by other people prior to themselves eating it to make sure the food was not poisoned. Hmm. He said that my content must surely upset certain people and there may be some retaliation. Anyway, that is kind of funny, isn't it? Denise and I, we performed our civic responsibility for citizenship in a republic, and we voted early this past week. This time, I ensured that I not only posted a photo of me at the early voting location of the Seymour branch of the Sevier County Public Library, but I also published a Facebook Live video. I want to make sure that there is incontrovertible proof that I voted in this primary, so there isn't any doubt when it comes to having to prove my bona fide Republican status again. And then additionally, I had some great conversations with some good friends and some of the earliest supporters of my campaign, did some yard work as well. I actually, before I got sick, got some time in the home gym because the knee is now at the point where it can support some physical fitness training. I took some action on some bills that were scheduled to be heard in various committees in the General Assembly. The one that I'm really concerned about is the fake or watered down state sovereignty bill that is floating around right now. This bill serves a couple of purposes. The first one is to try and replace Senator Bowling's and Representative Halsey's sovereignty bill. And the second is to put in a bill in place that will ensure that no action is taken by the General Assembly when the central government in Washington, D.C. takes unconstitutional actions, which is their norm these days. We'll talk about some bills next week, as well as some other campaign and podcast developments that I would like to share with the audience. Here comes the standard campaign disclaimer. This content was approved by Larry Linton for TN12, candidate for the GOP nomination for Tennessee House of Representatives District 12. Larry Linton, Treasurer. Well, that's it for this week, folks. I hope I get better, and as always, I humbly ask that you take a stand in the arena with me. Reveille.